It was time for the G310R's annual oil and filter change. Last year the G310R didn't get much time to spend on the tarmac, and this year I have been loaded with a lot of work responsibilities, but I still make time for the saddle as it takes me to a different zone. Of late there is a high request from you guys to test the Motorex engine oils, so this time the G310R was filled with the Motorex Power Synt 40 10W50 fully synthetic engine oil. And here I am sharing my close to 2000 kilometers of riding experience with the Power Synt 40 in a mix of winter and summer riding. Now the first thing which I noticed after switching from the Yamaha loop to the Motorex Power Synt is better cold start experience. This also includes the gear shifts during the initial kilometers of the morning rides, which was noticeably better than the RS4 GP. This is something which you will immediately notice. After fetching the data, I found the CCS value, that is the cold cranking simulator value for the Power Synt 40 at -25°C to be at 4550 mPa/s, which is really good for a 10W50 grade engine oil, and this is also supported by a pour point of -48°C, which is way better than Liquimoly Street Race 10W50 or even the Power One Superbike 10W50. Although these values don't have direct implication to my use case temperatures, but it defies the general assumption that going up the viscosity grade doesn't really help in low temperatures. In my short commutes of 50-60 kilometers, the engine responded really well, and I have said this before that this BMW engine has got a tendency to run hot in traffic, which was also observed here. Some KTM users have found better experience in this department, where in my case, the primary benefits were noticed with the gear shifts and the consistency in performance irrespective of the engine temperature. I did a single day 300 plus kilometers Navi Mumbai Pune Navi Mumbai ride, doing decent speeds and taking stops mostly after 100 plus kilometers of riding with no fuss. The engine has responded really well to this oil, and I found the engine head functioning smoother, especially with the cam and valve NVH at idling and while accelerating. If we check the kinematic viscosity, then we will find Motorex has balanced this in between Power One Superbike 10W50 and Liquimoly Street Race 10W50. The Power Synt 40 has got a kinematic viscosity of 114.8 mm²/s at 40°C and 17.5 mm²/s at 100°C. All of this aids the G310R in cruising at its sweet spot of 100 km/h all day long. I absolutely love this machine for its all-round capabilities, where it can help you in improving as a rider by boosting your confidence in the right places. This also brings me to the fuel efficiency, where multiple tests were done while running on this oil, where we got in between 30 to 34 km/L in mixed riding conditions, which I think is decent for a 300cc performance machine. In this 2000 kilometers, the oil has remained intact with no sign of level drop or any noticeable change in performance, which is a good thing. I really want to take some time off and go for a sub 1000 kilometers highway ride. Hopefully I will do it very soon. It will also help me in munching some more miles with the Motorex Power Synt 40, as I'm planning to keep running with it. Its TBN also supports my plan with a super high score of 9.6 that will again help us in testing its long-term performance. Let me know in the comments if you are interested in a long-term lab test review of this engine oil with a complete analysis. That's it for this video, and I hope you guys have liked it.